These are the 4 most popular used trucks in America, and each one hides a specific problem that a seller will not volunteer, and a Carfax report will not catch. This video covers exactly what to check on a Ford F-150, a Chevrolet Silverado or GMC Sierra, a Ram 1500, and a Toyota Tacoma before any money changes hands. Starting with the Ford F-150, which is the best-selling vehicle in the United States for over 40 years. That popularity means used examples are everywhere, with prices across a huge range. The truck that demands the most caution is any F-150 with the 5.4-liter Triton V8, specifically the 3-valve version produced from 2004 to 2008. The factory Motorcraft spark plugs in that engine are a 2-piece design that seize and break during removal after high mileage. What is normally a routine tune-up becomes a cylinder head pain in the neck. Ford dealers charge $400 to $600 just to attempt the plug replacement, with additional charges for each one that breaks, and broken plugs sometimes require pulling the head entirely to extract. Ford issued a technical service bulletin to address the removal procedure, but the bulletin does not make the plugs easier to remove. All it does is document what to do when they break. On any F-150 with this engine, ask when the plugs were last changed, by whom, and whether any broke during the process. A truck that had plugs replaced properly before 60,000 miles carries significantly less risk than one showing 110,000 miles with no plug history on record. The 2-valve 5.4-liter from 1997 through 2003 has a different problem. The spark plugs eject themselves from the cylinder head entirely, stripping the threads on the way out. Documented owner complaints average $1,200 to $2,700 in repair costs, ranging from a thread insert repair to a full head replacement, depending on how much damage the ejection caused. On any 5.4-liter 3-valve truck, listen carefully for a ticking rattle on cold start. That sound comes from the cam phaser and VCT solenoid system, and it sometimes disappears once oil pressure builds. A VCT solenoid replacement runs $150 to $400 and can resolve the noise. Worn phasers cost $800 to $2,000. Neither is a deal killer on its own, but both are legitimate grounds for negotiating the price down. For any F-150, run the VIN through an online checker before visiting the seller. Confirm all outstanding recalls are completed, and ask specifically about the spark plug and cam phaser history on any 5.4-liter truck. Now, let's go over the Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra. The most expensive single problem in the used truck market right now is the AFM lifter failure on GM's 5.3-liter and 6.2-liter V8 engines, and the range of affected trucks is wide enough to matter to almost any Silverado or Sierra buyer. GM's active fuel management system deactivates 4 of the 8 cylinders under light load using special collapsible hydraulic lifters designed to save fuel. Those lifters fail at a higher rate than conventional lifters, and when they fail, the camshaft often comes with them. The 2007 through 2024 Silverado and Sierra 1500 with AFM equipped engines are all in the affected range, with failures clustering most commonly around 119,000 miles on 2014 through 2018 trucks, according to carcomplaints.com data, which also documents over 500 owner-reported AFM engine failures on 2014 through 2018. Silverado 1500 trucks alone, with an average repair cost of $4,200. When the camshaft goes with the lifters, that cost climbs fast. Lifters plus camshaft at an independent shop will run $4,000 to $5,500. Full engine replacement on the 5.3-liter, $7,000 to $9,000. One owner on the Hull Truth fishing forum described paying $5,070 after the dealer quoted $9,500 for a new engine. His 2017 Silverado was otherwise in excellent condition. That is the trap. Plug an onboard diagnostic scanner into the diagnostic port before the test drive. Misfire codes P0300, P0301, P0304, P0306, or P0307 indicate cylinder misfires consistent with lifter failure. A clean scanner reading does not fully clear the truck if it has a tick, because sellers often clear codes before showings, and the pending code data and freeze frame history can still show what was happening before the reset. GM also settled a class action lawsuit in 2025 covering defective piston rings in the 5.3-liter V8 in 2011 through 2014. Silverado, Tahoe, Suburban, and Sierra. Eligible owners received approximately $3,380 each. On those model years, check the oil level and ask how often it needs topping off between changes. Excessive oil consumption is the signature of the defective piston ring issue. Check the transmission fluid on any Silverado or Sierra that shows signs of towing use. The 6L86 Speed Automatic needs fluid and filter changes every 45,000 to 60,000 miles under hard use. Dark or burnt smelling fluid on a truck that clearly pulled trailers for a living is a specific risk, not a general concern. Now, the Ram 1500. The HEMI tick is one of the most discussed problems in truck forums, and buying used means understanding the difference between the two distinct problems that produce similar sounds from two very different starting points in terms of cost. Broken exhaust manifold bolts are the cheaper version. The 5.7-liter HEMI uses aluminum cylinder heads bolted to cast iron exhaust manifolds. They expand and contract at different rates during heat cycling, and the bolts fatigue and snap, particularly on pre-2018 trucks that used low-grade steel hardware rather than stainless. The sound intensifies as the engine warms rather than fading, and an exhaust smell often comes with it. Repair runs $500 to $1,200. Ram switched to stainless manifold bolts in 2018, which is worth knowing when choosing a year. MDS lifter and camshaft failure is the expensive version, and the architecture mirrors GM's AFM exactly. The multi-displacement system deactivates cylinders 1, 4, 6, and 7 on the 5.7-liter HEMI under light load, using the same type of collapsible lifters. On 2009 through 2021 trucks, those lifters fail, wipe the cam lobes, and send debris through the engine. Repair means all 16 lifters, a new camshaft, a new timing chain, and 12 to 16 hours of labor. Independent shop cost is $2,000 to $4,000, depending on cam damage. Distinguishing the two on a cold truck takes a two-stage listen. Exhaust manifold tick tends to intensify as the engine warms up. MDS lifter tick is more consistent across temperature and usually shows misfire codes. Scan the truck before the test drive. Do not skip this step on a Ram 1500 with the 5.7-liter HEMI. The 8-speed ZF automatic in 2013 through 2019. Ram 1500 trucks has a documented shudder complaint pattern, a vibration at light throttle around 40 to 50 miles per hour during normal driving. Ask the seller directly if they notice it. Most will know if it is there. Now the Toyota Tacoma. The Tacoma earns its reliability reputation consistently and honestly. A well-maintained example can run well past 200,000 miles on the original engine and transmission. The problem that trips up buyers of older Tacomas is not mechanical. It is structural, and it hides underneath the truck where most casual inspections never look. In 2016, Toyota settled a $3 billion class action lawsuit over frame rust on Tacoma, Tundra, and Sequoia models. The most affected Tacoma years are 2004 through 2010. Toyota agreed to inspect frames and replace them entirely when perforation holes larger than 10 millimeters were found. Trucks with severe frame rot received brand new frames under the program. The coverage ran for 15 years from the date of manufacture, which means most of those trucks have now aged past the window. The inspection program is over. The rust is not. Before buying any Tacoma from 2004 through 2010, get under the truck. The most common failure point is the passenger side frame rail, just beside the catalytic converter. Run a screwdriver firmly along the frame rails. Scale rust that brushes away is cosmetic. Soft metal or perforation that collapses under pressure is structural, and a truck with that condition should not be driven, let alone purchased at any price. Check the VIN at toyota.com/recall or nhtsa.gov/recalls to confirm whether frame inspection and any remediation was documented. A separate leaf spring recall also affected over 710,000 Tacomas. Springs that fractured could contact and potentially puncture the fuel tank. Toyota replaced rear leaf spring assemblies on affected trucks. Run the VIN to confirm this recall was addressed before buying any older Tacoma. Now, the checks that apply to every used truck, regardless of what badge is on the grill. Always start the truck cold. A cold engine tells you more than a warm one. Ticking on cold start that disappears when warm is a specific symptom, not a general roughness. Smoke that lingers after startup, rough idle before the engine settles, and long cranking times before the engine catches are all things that oil pressure and engine temperature can partially mask in a warmed up truck. Check the hitch receiver, the trailer wiring socket, and the bed before you look at anything under the hood. Heavy wear on the hitch, a corroded or replacement trailer plug, a bed floor that has absorbed years of loading, and worn bed rails tell you this truck worked hard. That is not automatically a reason to walk, but it means the transmission, rear axle, and suspension deserve closer attention than they would on a truck that spent its life making grocery runs. Transmission fluid check. Pull the dipstick if there is one, or check at the fill plug on sealed units. Red or pink fluid is healthy. Dark brown or black fluid with a burnt smell means the transmission has been running hot, most commonly from towing without adequate fluid service. Spray and bed liners hide rust on the bed floor. Lift any removable sections and check the metal underneath before assuming the bed is clean. Run a VIN history check before the visit. It will not catch everything, but it surfaces accident history, salvage titles, flood damage flags, and odometer discrepancies. If the title looks clean, but the paint has mismatched panels or uneven panel gaps, the truck was in an accident that was never reported. And spend $100 to $200 on a pre-purchase inspection from an ASE certified technician before you finalize any private party deal. It takes less than an hour and costs less than a single month of payments on a repair bill you could have prevented. Private sellers who refuse to allow an independent inspection before purchase are communicating something important. Listen to that. Subscribe to the After Warranty Check. Every video on this channel is built around one question. What does your vehicle actually cost to own after the warranty runs out?